welcome to it if you just tuned in. This right here is the Best Drive. Welcome to a listening session, the first one for 2020. Now, to give you some back end on the artist we have for you this afternoon on the Best Drive, born out in Bulawayo in Zimbabwe, she spent most of her childhood years in Zombe. Now, it's between Kwekwe and Kokwe. If you know Zimbabwe, I'm sure you pretty know very well where the heck I'm talking about. She went to a boarding school, which is called Rio Tito. She has also spent a lot of her good times in Kete, Section 6, Bulawayo, at her grandmother's house. She then, as a teenager, moved with her family in search of greener pastures to New Zealand. She was born Kukuleti Kumalo. We know her very well as Berita, which is her mother's name, which she uses to honor her mom with music.
Oh, that's
Tshepi,
so beautiful.
Put your hands together as we welcome on the Best Drive a listening session of a brand new album called Songs in the Sky, Songs in the Key of Love. Welcome, Mama.
Thank you.
Huh?
What an introduction.
Does it all sound familiar? Does it
For
all
that,
sound so overwhelming?
I'll take you to Zimbabwe.
What a journey and what a life, because every time I hear your story and every time I read up on you, you've traveled a lot.
Yes, I have.
And how has that inspired your music throughout the years?
You know, growing up in Zimbabwe, I grew up listening to Oliver Mtukudzi,
Yes.
Andy Brown, Chiwoniso Maraire, Majaivana. Those are Zimbabwean, proudly Zimbabwean artists. I come from the Matebeleland South, which is the Ndebele people, and the Ndebele people are very much connected to South Africa because Okoko betu, Otatomkhulu betu left Nomzilikazi. I'm going to give you a bit of a history lesson.
No, you'll take us there.
We're here for it.
And went all the way to Zimbabwe. So growing up, all the sounds from the south were always so intriguing. So if a song like Tatis Gupu was big in South Africa, it was big in Zim, especially in Matebeleland. Like all the Brenda Fassie releases, Lucky Dube, Platform One, you name it. We also enjoyed them and we claimed them as our own. So I grew up as a crossbreed in terms of music. South Africa and Zimbabwe. Then when I moved to New Zealand, I discovered pop music. So it's interesting now because when I came to South Africa and settled, first to study in the Eastern Cape and then to pursue music, I see now why in terms of music there's an Afro sense to it, there's a soul sense to it, and then there's also this pop element, and it's because of all these places that I've had the honor and privilege to live and travel in.
Yeah, and then we went into music, right? And I mean, I remember because this girl with the guitar and this voice. Do you know what I mean? No, but for me it was Tandolwe too. Yes. And for me, I just thought there was this girl with this magical voice and this guitar that she takes everywhere. Now, getting into this industry and now saying to yourself that this is how you want to place yourself. You want to place yourself in this particular genre. Did you almost feel like you got boxed into it? Because I mean, throughout the years, I can imagine artists also just want to explore in their music and find themselves.
I think I've been lucky because at each point in my music journey, I've always been true to myself. So when I put out my first album with Uthando Lwethu, I was a student in the Eastern Cape. I did not know anything about the music industry or
Conquering
genres
Spirits
or anything. Yes. That's why I called my album Conquering Spirit. I was 21 years old. And that album broke through to South Africa solely because of the story of Uthando Lwethu and all the music that was in that album. So over the years, I've grown as an artist. That's why I've collaborated with legends like Oliver Mtukudzi and Bahima Segela. But I've also done features that were unexpected of me, like Dakapo, Found You. I remember when that first came out, people were like, is this go international? Is this, because they couldn't put together the Thando Lwethu Berita and this Found You Berita. And I've, it's been fun to grow like that. Like now, I just did a hip hop feature.
Get out of here.
With PH Raw X.
Oh yeah, that's on his new album.
You're in good hands.
Yeah.
You're in good hands.
So I'm feeling good about exploring in music. Yeah.
We have her in the building for the next hour. So if you have any questions for her, feel free to let us know on Twitter. It is at YFM #TheBestDrive. Now the next song we're about to play, Ndikaulele.
Oh my goodness.
Is that your favorite song?
It's the first song. It's track number 1 in the album.
Okay.
Yes. Shall I elaborate?
You can.
Oh,
you know what?
It has a story.
You want to hear the song?
Let's listen to the song. When we come back, we'll hear the story behind the song. Let's go.
uziva njani nga bambisana sama sondele duze uziva njani nga uziva njani nga
Songs in the Key of Love, a project that drops on Friday. As always, we're bringing you an exclusive cut, first time play for you wherever you might be. Berita's in the house. The tune you just heard is called Ndikaulele, and she's going crazy.
Sure.
She's like, oh my gosh, you guys don't understand. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
How do you feel when you hear your music? And I mean, even now, you're almost into tears. You're like, this is the first time I'm hearing my music like this.
Like, okay.
How does it make you feel? I mean, your project is now coming to life and we're all hearing it. The radio, everybody on the radio is sharing this moment with you.
Yes. This album is very special to me. Like, Ndikaulele is actually produced fully by me.
Okay.
And written by me. And it's a song about... Ndikaulele means meet me in the middle.
Yeah.
So because the album is called Songs in the Key of Love, I want you to imagine getting a key into this mansion, and this mansion, each room, is basically an idea of love that you have.
Yeah.
And basically and it into Kaulele, as I open the door, like I'm expecting to see the one I love.
Yeah.
At the door as well.
Nice. Like you've been in the game for a minute.
Yes.
This project is number what in your music collection or catalog as an artist?
This is album number 4.
Wow.
But also the first album from my independent record label.
Yeah. Do you still get nervous before an album drops?
Even before a single drops.
But I know, is it that much different now? Because remember, now you're indie.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you gave it all. You gave it your all. You just let it all out.
I give it my all.
Are the nerves much different now than they were when you were signed?
I think there's always nerves because you're taking out your music. But I can definitely say it's more intense now. And also because it's digital. When I started, I sold, gold, almost platinum in physical sales. So that took time to pick up. But now people hear your song now and they tell you how they feel about it right now.
And I guess it makes sense then to play the next song we're about to play, which is called Chigizinto. What's the meaning behind that song?
This is track number 2 in the album. And ukujiga izinto, it's like the turning of the wind, the change of things. And this song is significant to me in 2 ways. And the first way, that before I left for my songwriting camp to go finish the album, I actually prayed about it.
Wow.
Because I had a lot of people that used to say, I love your music, but you're so underrated. So I prayed about that. I was like, God, I'm asking that this album, Chigizinto, basically. So, and then I went and wrote the song called Chigizinto.
You know what? Let's play this song, and then when we come back, we have to talk about the tweet you put out today, because you said something to the DJs, the entire community, and also just to the music industry as a whole, that y'all are more than just songwriters and singers as a whole. She's a boss, man, if you don't get it. Let's play the song, Chigizinto. Berita's in the building. It's a totally different listening session. We literally got the deck on lock right here at YFM. If you go to our Instagram right now at YFM, you'll be able to see the live feed for you. And we're definitely going to put up the video so you can check it out on YouTube.
How can you not? Huh? This is a wedding song through and through. All you want to do is...
Berita's in the building. This is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
This is a beautiful song.
It gave me such goosebumps, actually.
Wow.
Nah.
Look, we're going to talk about your writing, skill. Yes. I think it's absolutely amazing. Yes. And now that you're venturing into production also as a producer, I think that is an amazing and an inspirational story. Because just the other day we were talking about how many women are out there bossing it as producers. They are there, but it's just that we're not aware of them. We got Berita for a listening session. Keep it locked right now. Check us out on Instagram and YFM for the live feed.
Seka kufana na shiluba emananga Kufana nina muta welela Tikazi ya titaba Titika enshoshorini Hikwala hokaku entakari ranzura hina Silaba kuwelela Sipila misawa hinkwayo Amshelo hinkwayo Leswa kumina Nzakuramba Nzakulava Evutongweni mjaunina Hinkwato
What a beautiful voice. What a beautiful song. Nzakuranza. The one and only Berita's in the building. It's a live listening session of a brand new album that officially drops on Friday. But you're getting that exclusive play right now.
Yes.
Of all the songs we've been playing, which one would you say is your favorite?
This is a very difficult question.
Yeah?
They are all my children.
I know you're going to say that. There's got to be one.
Wouldn't you say this one? And I say that because I was just saying as it started, I was like, it sounds so Oliver inspired.
Yes.
And you were like, that's my mentor.
Definitely.
It sounds such a special song. But I mean, in your songwriting, like I've noticed, everything is so special to you. There's a special story to it. But this one, when we talk about Nzakuranza,
so I have this idea. I want in each and every one of my albums to have a song in an African language.
Dope.
The same way that Miriam Makeba, Brahima Segela used to do. So I challenged myself in this album to do a love song in Xitsonga.
Wow.
And let me tell you, it was not easy.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for Shoma Josi.
Yeah.
Because I
and Papa
struggled.
Penny.
And Papa Penny. But I'm so grateful to just express myself in music. And like you're saying, this one definitely musically is inspired by my mentor, the late Oliver Mtukudzi.
When it comes to writing and expressing yourself, which language of all the languages that you know would you say you express yourself with ease and it's a little bit more relaxed and doesn't challenge you that much?
I guess it's Xhosa.
Yeah?
And Xhosa is actually like my third language.
Of all the languages,
I
you know.
swear I would have thought it was your first.
Yeah.
It's now natural to me, but I love the fact that you can express yourself in different ways. And what I challenge myself to do, and sometimes I do not write alone, I have co-writers that I work with. And when we're writing, I always want us to find a way to say something in a way it hasn't been said before.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's easy to write a straight love song saying things the same way that it's been done. So I try and find different ways of actually saying the same thing.
Awesome. Let's move over to the next song. This one is called Geleza. You team up with Ubongane Sax. How did you guys link up?
I first had the idea for the song about a year ago. I had just these mellow chords on guitar and just this idea of a love that never ends, like a cistern that keeps overflowing. So when we were in Cape Town in Strand working on the album with my album production team, this is one of the songs that we probably worked on at like 4 a.m.
Wow.
And there was just this ease and there was just a beauty and a feeling of just let loose and be yourself.
And they always say the best music comes through between 3 and 6, early in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is, but we're about to witness. If you feel like we didn't give you anything for Valentine's Day this month, here's a song just for you. Tune in. Let's go.
Digotanga na klaw ndipoka Andiam na klaw ndidiga Andisuke na klaw ndikota Andibone no ndisusala
Someone that you never thought existed, and this person is just so easy to love. It's this song. This person who is just all the kind of flavor and all the kinds of variations that you just love. I love this song, damn it. Oh my God.
Do you know what you remind me of
Wow.
and who you remind me of? And I'm talking in terms of songwriting and what your songs and music makes us feel. Like an India RE.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Yes.
Who makes us feel like we're in love although we've never been in love.
Yeah.
Who makes us feel like we want to, or we feel a certain emotion that we've never experienced but you yearn for it. And that's what your music makes us feel.
Thank you.
And it's so beautiful. I can't get over it. I've pre-ordered it. I don't know about everybody else.
It is on pre-order, guys, on iTunes and Apple Music. And this Friday, the Songs in the Key of Love drops.
Bongani, wherever you are, brother, like what y'all did on that song.
Yeah, no, Bongani is blessed, guys.
What y'all did on that song, like my words can't even explain. What a moment. But I love asking this question to artists who talk and sing about love so much. Are you in love?
I am.
Ooh. Tell us more.
I am. I've always wanted to not take this journey alone. One thing that I always noticed that always kind of saddened me is that a lot of really successful women are alone, and also successful women in the music
Yeah.
You know, and I also like just found it hard to find someone that understood my vision
Yeah.
and could just be patient with me, because sometimes all I want to do is just be on my guitar. I don't
Yeah.
want to do anything else. And I found someone like that.
How are you balancing that though? Because I mean, it's not by choice that they're single. You know, it's not by choice that they haven't found somebody to share this love story with or to share this career with. But there must be a formula that you're using that works for you and your partner. And how have you found that balance? And has it also been communicated between you two?
Yeah, I think communication is definitely important. And I think love is about taking someone as they are. And I mean, I feel love in so many different ways. I feel it, you know, like in my home with the person that I'm with, but I also feel it with my fans. When the year started, before I went and finished writing the album, I asked people on social media what they wanted from me, and they said they wanted an album in the month of love. And I had to make it happen because that's what I symbolize for them.
Love.
Have you ever been outside and danced in the rain?
I have.
Yeah?
I have danced in the rain.
Is that when you wrote this song?
This song is about dancing in the rain with someone. It's about when you'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Where you'll go wherever you need to go to be with that person.
What about rain makes songwriters and artists so happy?
Rain is just so risky. Really? Yes.
All right, let's take that risk. It might be slippery, but I'm sure you like it. Dance in the Rain, Berita. Let's go.
Till the sun shines again, I'll be here by your side. Till the sea turns the tide, I'll be here by your side. Till the sun shines again, I'll be here by your side. Till the sea turns the tide, I'll be here by your side.
It's the one and only Berita hanging out with Moti on this one. You know Moti from Mikasa. Dance in the Rain is the name of the song. Twitter going crazy. Tshepi, I see you. Great songs on this album. Your amazing voice she has. Another one that also came through on Twitter. Tandi Gianni says, this listening session is everything.
Oh, everybody's loving it on Facebook. Honorable Slasbusiso also says, she really sings her heart out. I can feel it in her voice. And Mbali also says, my homegirl, I love your music, babe. Ronnie says, we're all together. When I listen to your songs, my heart just wants to cry.
Oh.
Wow, man.
Beautiful.
Mesuli says, I'm a piano can wait on this listening session. It's super hot. It's 2 minutes to go before top of the hour. I want to address this because I think there's so many vocalists and artists that would like to say this, but they feel like they still need to be put on so they can have a voice eventually. The tweet you put out today about DJs having to respect you guys because you're more than just artists or just singers. There's more to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there is currently an unfair and an imbalance in the way that some DJs, not all, work with their collaborators that are songwriters and singers and sometimes arrangers, you know, and producers on those songs that become big hits on the dance floor. And when that happens, the DJ flourishes while the singer, songwriter or the composer, who is just a voice, wails in the background. Yeah. And you know, that's something that I want to address now that I've been in the industry a bit longer. I do want to cry out. The industry is an ecosystem, you know, and I do want to ask DJs to be respectful of singer-songwriters and producers, and not just look at Berita and say, Berita, can I get your vocal on this? I find that it's very difficult to get the procedure right, to get the paperwork done properly. Too many stories of DJs that when a song gets a sync deal, they are smiling to the bank while the songwriter does not even know any information. And I'm not saying that. I think songwriters must be informed as well. But I think it's only fair that as an industry, sipegelane and not just think of our fat pockets.
For young vocalists who probably just got a DM from a big known DJ, how does it work? Do you get a payout to be featured on a song? How does a split normally work?
I mean, there's different ways that it works.
Yeah.
Educate yourself. You can read about it. I can't really go into detail because there's different scenarios. But I think the most important thing is you have a responsibility as a DJ to also make sure that you are fair to this young up-and-coming artist. Think about how many artists have you only ever heard on one DJ song and you never hear of them again.
That is true.
Purita, thank you. Thank you so much for the person that you are, the musician that you are. Thank you for sharing your talent and yourself and pouring yourself always and personally and respectfully so to all of us on your music. So we're looking forward to your new project. Let's talk about that. When is it coming out? Quick.
Songs in the Key of Love comes out this Friday. You can pre-order or pre-add the album right now on Apple Music and iTunes. We're going number 1. I'm excited about
definitely. And I say we.
More than anything, I just want to spread love.
Yeah. The leading single that you're pushing, which one is it?
Chikizindo.
Yes. There you have it. You heard it here first. The album drops on Friday. Songs in the Key of Love. Berita, exclusive listening session right here on YFM 992. We can't thank you enough. And when you go platinum, you go gold, we will be here to celebrate with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The Best Drive with DJ Sabby. Weekdays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Why?